For real? Shador Sanders from HBCU? The one that played at Jackson last year? The one that you asked me, why would I give him the starting job? But like, no, not you. I got receipts. I know who they are. Not you, baby. I just got to say it. I would never do that.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host, Chuck. And as you guys can see, right, Deion Sanders is having a time of his life along with his sons. But I'm going to talk about why this is very impactful, not just for Deion Sanders and Shador Sanders and the other son, but why this is impactful for all of football and what it does for the black community. So, but before I get into this video, because I know I've been gone a few days and you guys been hitting me up, you've been asking me, yo Chuck, where you at? It's been all this stuff dropping, you ain't been covering it. Well guys, I've been settling into my new home, right? My new beautiful home. It's very, very beautiful out here in Frisco, Texas. Oh my goodness. And as you guys know, man, this shit is a lot, man, when you're unpacking stuff and you're trying to get your house together. But anyway, let's get back to this video. Deion Sanders is he's on tour right now. You know what I'm saying? He does everything his way, his style, his fashion. And you know what? Before all of this social media stuff was in full effect, Deion Sanders already had it mastered. He was a self-marketing machine, right? Look at how he carries the chains, the shades, the wristwatch. You hear him taunting everybody, you know, because obviously, you know, TCU was in a national championship last year, right? And they had no hope for this guy's team, for the Colorado Buffs, as they call it. You gotta understand, this same team, I think went 0-11 last year, or 1-11 last year. They sucked, right? So for this guy to come in and immediately have this type of impact goes to show his stardom, you know, his impact, his aura, his energy, and he feeds that charisma into his team, man. I went to Jackson State University, right? And I played ball, right? Well, this was a while back, so you know, I'm not going to act like I played for him, but to see him go into that organization and turn that thing around. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, guys, and there's nothing out there. I mean, Deion Sanders shows up, stadiums packed, reaching numbers that are world-breaking numbers for Jackson State as far as fans and attendance, bringing a whole city out. One man changed the whole city. I think he was there 2 to 3 years and he got them to the championship and they lost. But man, kudos to this man. He deserves everything coming his way. And I just want to talk about how good this guy is for all hopeful HBCU students. And as you guys can see, he stated in the beginning, like, not Shador Sanders, his son, because they doubted him for being named QB1, which him along with Travis Hunter and a few other players from Jackson State who were superstars, I mean, flat out ballers, transferred through the NIL portal and obviously took a lot of people's positions, right? So you got to think about a state like Colorado where they have these donors donating to the college and they're used to the typical prototype football player. These people are upset because Deion Sanders comes in and changes the whole scheme of things. They talk about how this guy got the band doing things different. Man, you gotta make your players feel like they are, as he says, going through an NFL experience, because we all know that everybody can't get drafted. That's just what it is. You're gonna probably have your top 4 or 5 picks per year that get drafted, and not everybody who gets drafted makes it to an NFL team. So let's talk about this beatdown. It wasn't really a beatdown, but let's talk about how they did TCU, man. I mean, this was a team that had no freaking hope. I don't think you guys understand that. This team had no freaking hope. As it says that the score was 45-42, and I did get around to watching those highlights this morning. I do think that if they really want to make some noise, they're gonna have to tighten up that defense. I know that the game is more tailored for offensive scoring, but obviously to be a nobody, think about this. To be a nobody and being able to go into a football game against a team that played in a national championship and beat them. Where do they think this came from? because there was no hope. It was just people signing up to play football to get girls. We all know that a lot of football players only play football to get girls because that's just what comes with it, right? So it goes on to say that goes on to say, I got all my receipts, Sanders said as he walked into the press conference. You got to understand, man, this guy is feeding his team the same thing, right? They had no hope for these people. They were underdogs. And not only were they underdogs, these people were 20.5-point underdogs. Man, that's no freaking respect, man. You got to realize, even if you think they'll lose, you got to give at least prime time the respect, because he did win multiple NFL Super Bowls. So you got to give him that respect. And for you guys to go in and say that this is going to be a 20.5-point underdogs heading into week 1, right? Man, I'm so glad that this man rose against the odds and beat those odds. I always root for underdogs because I just feel like they have more to prove. And these people had something to prove, and and the apple don't fall far from the tree, because it says here from Shedeur Sanders, which is the quarterback, and his son, right? I think it's his oldest son. It says today was just like practice. Boy, this boy get that smack talker from his dad. It says a lot of y'all ain't believing us. It's crazy because you just got to understand our coach. This man knows his dad. Everywhere he says everywhere he went, he was a winner. Everywhere he went, he took advantage. A lot of y'all don't have the same knowledge and experience that he has. He has a gold jacket. He's played in Super Bowls. I feel like now y'all understand what he's saying. That's right. That's right. Talk up for dad. Speak up for him, man. Sanders was magnificent in his first game at the FBS level, throwing for a school record 510 yards and completing more than 80% of his passes. These Colorado wideouts hit the 100-yard receiving mark last season. The Buffaloes had 4 pass catches, eclipsed the total in Sanders' debut. I'm going to tell you guys why this is so powerful, right? Because all these college programs and NFL programs are so used to this good old boy prototype head coach and QB1 type of duo. That shit doesn't work anymore. Deion is hip. Deion is in. Deion knows how to communicate. He knows how to get to the youth while still being a head coach. Notice, they don't call him dad. They call him coach. That's respect. That's something that's been instilled in those boys. And they know that they're replaceable because he's here to do a job. He doesn't want to build his resume off of family being in positions because of who he is. No, you have to prove why you're in this position. You have to prove why you're the best. You got to prove why I'm making you a starter. And I think that's very, very hard for a coach and a son to understand at first. But once you have that clear-cut understanding, you go on to do things like this. I am so happy for this guy because he doesn't even want to coach at the NFL level. But you know what's going to happen? This guy is so proven. It's going to end up happening, man. Somebody's going to knock on his door and say, hey, man, we'll give you the job to come turn around this NFL franchise, right? And people are going to respect players who have made it to the Hall of Fame. Not only that, this guy can call anybody on speed dial. Mike Irvin. Mike Irvin was just there. Shannon Sharp. He can have so many pro Hall of Famers, not even pro football players, pro Hall of Famers to come out and motivate these kids to make them want to try to get to that level, to show them that it's possible. So without a doubt, Deion Sanders enjoy this win. Shedeur Sanders, make sure you do so as well. Very, very happy to see this, especially alumni of Jackson State. Very, very happy to see this, and I think that it's well deserved. So let's give it up for Coach Prime. That's like my little clap I be doing every now and then when I'm a little lit. But yeah, so you guys let me know in the comment section, man, what y'all think about this win. What do y'all think about the Colorado Buffs, man? What type of season do you guys think that they're gonna have? Because I'm looking forward to see this guy, and this guy is must-see TV. Think about this. This guy is must-see TV. All eyes were on this game. I'm late to the party making my video because obviously I was moving and stuff. But look at the views on everybody who's putting out a reaction to this. And wait till Monday morning when everybody's talking about this. When Skip Bayless is going to be on the show, My Man Primetime, and First Take and all that, right? It's going to just be trending for at least until the next game, at least until next Saturday, because everybody is going to want to have something to say about this. And I'm glad that I got in on the action. Like I said, guys, I apologize for the delay. I apologize for being away. But I'm here now. I got everything set up. I got my studio set back up, and I'm ready to roll. So I will be pushing out more content. If you're new to the channel and you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe buttons to the bottom right. Also, thank you guys for the love and support. You guys let me know how you charge the game. Peace.